Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
If I bleed tonight.
right, good evening, dirt fans, and welcome. And I tell you what, tonight, well, that's right. Your eyes are not deceiving you. We are on a dirt track with trucks. And if you know anything about NASCAR, know anything about the Gander Truck Series, they run the famed Eldora track owned by Tony Stewart. You have an exciting truck series. We're in Heat Race 2 here, so it's a little bit different format than what we're used to. Obviously, at the top of the hour, we go racing, green flags, etc. But tonight, you're already seeing them in Heat Race here. And that's pretty much just how dirt track racing goes. I do a lot of it here on the channel, and everybody sees it. And right now, with these trucks, they're a lot different than what a wing sprint or a late model would be. You'll be able to get up there, clang and bang with each other, you know, and so forth. But you're still going to have some slide jobs. And you're going to still have men up on that top side cooking. Jeff, I tell you, let's think about this dirt racing.
I like short tracks. I like trucks. And when you put trucks at a short track and make them even slidier than usual, I cannot possibly complain. This is going to be some awesome racing here tonight, and I can't wait for it.
Well, right now we're in heat race number 2. Ryan Howard right now is the man up front leading, and as you can see, there is no cautions during the heat races. It's a 10-lap affair. You got to be able to work your way into the field here tonight. They're going to knock it all the way down. Kevin Brown's there in second, trying to see if he can take that topside cushion. He's got Trey Edson behind him. Here comes Tim Johnson on the inside, so he can't throw a slider. You see these trucks out there, they're heavy. They got a lot of power to them. They're big and bulky. They'll use that wall up there a lot. And right now, you're seeing them slide around.
You definitely are. I mean, these guys are just all over the place trying to hold on to it. What I like about dirt is it's not as much anymore about the setup. It's all about the driver. Setup does make a bit of a difference, but right now it is all about driver skill and controlling that truck. And look at them as they're working the wheels. You can see it through the windshield. They are just sawing at the wheel to keep these trucks going.
Yes, it is, and that's what they'll do. Right now, Timothy Johnson's working on the back tailgate there. Trey Essence, we'll see if he can't put one of them slide moves on him. Checkered flags out for Heat Race 2. Ryan Howard is the man up front. Tim's not going to get it done. Boy, he's got pressure by Robert Harley right there on the inside. Out of turn 4. Ryan Howard's going to win Heat Race 2 here, just like that. Jeff, I tell you, we click them off one at a time. We're in Heat Race 3, grid them up here. Tyler Dalton's going to be man up there. We got Brian Macklin in this one, Anthony DeBarro, Matt Amera. Hope I said that right. Nick Cohan, Gael Brooks, Nick Silver, Thomas O'Leary, and Don Runkle Jr. all going to be in this one here tonight. So, Heat Race number 3 about to get underway. They start off on the pit road. Pace truck will bring them around. You're going to see some sliders, all kinds of things, man, just going every which way but the right way.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, just if you can see inside the windshield, just watch their hands. They are sawing back and forth to the wheel, trying to keep these things rolling, keep them going straight. It's going to be some awesome racing here. 4 will advance to the feature before the consolation event afterwards.
Absolutely, consolation. I always loved the word consolation. It's like we're giving something out for free. We really like the B mains, what they call it. That'll send us into the feature. So, a heat racing, but I tell you, there is no cautions during the heat races, no cautions during the consolations. Obviously, cautions will be on for the feature, be 85 laps. It goes by very quick because it's a very short track here. You already see it. You know, caution laps will count, so forth and so on. Brian Macklin is the man going to start us out here. Guys will side by side it for the moment. You just try to, right now though, I'm not sure which groove. Looks like the top groove up there on that top side wicked cushion, man, and up against the wall is where you want to be. But early on, might see somebody try to eventually go down low here. Definitely going to put one of them good send it moves on him is what we like to say.
Send it down on the bottom, but dirt racing is not, in the trucks I should say, is not the place to make a lot of friends. You're more likely to make enemies as you slide up into somebody. These are all asphalt oval drivers primarily for this league, and usually in general, it's hard to find drivers that are really good on asphalt oval and dirt oval. It's just, you know, it's sort of one or the other, it seems to be. So these guys out here right now, we'll see who can master both realms. Right now you see Nick Silver back there in the 15 just trying to hold on to that thing. Is that 17 with already the 71 already with some pretty heavy front end damage.
Oh, you're going to see damage all over the place. Like I said, they'll be out there, man, just laying on each other. Don Runkle Jr. back there along with Matt. They were back there swapping some paint. Up top, Nick Silver, he's trucking along that 15 machine. Anthony Navarro, like you said, in third. He's going to see if he can't reel in the man of Tyler Dalton. Tyler Dalton right now has got the high line moving. These trucks look pretty good. Now, to give you a little bit of scenario, they do have a dirt series here at the Sim500. They run it on Tuesday nights. I do an awful lot of dirt broadcasting, and I love dirt stuff because it's fast, fierce, in your face excitement. Right now, you see Anthony Navarro chewing on the tailgate there, Tyler Dalton. Let's see if he can't throw the slider on the inside. He peaked for the moment. Just can't get that truck lined up right. It's all about lining it up, getting on that cushion, and get down there and see if he can't get the move on the right side and get the groove and get the move done right. He's going to try it again.
Anthony Navarro to the inside of the 19 after the 19 got up into the wall. And he doesn't quite have the spot yet. He's driving it, though, trying to get that spot. It's a little bit more. Couldn't get it done there.
Tried to put the half slide job on him right there. Didn't stick. Down on the inside, Anthony Navarro. He's working over Tyler Dalton for the moment. Brian Macklin's loving what he's seeing. That puts Anthony in the clutches of Nick here, as Nick's going to try to move in. We don't have to worry about tire wear. We don't have to worry about fuel mileage tonight. They just go out there, put the hammer down, make it go sideways, lean that thing out there, and go to work on the track here. That's the one thing about dirt track racing. You ain't got to worry about all those logistics that we've been going through. So no tire limits here tonight, no fuel mileage conservation. It's pretty much rung what you brung. You better bring enough biscuits for everybody, or somebody's going to get left out.
I think a few drivers are going to get left out here. Only 4 are advancing, so if you're up in that top 4, if it were me, I would be just trying to hold on. Don't do anything crazy. Don't get yourself wrecked. Just hold on. There's a couple more laps, 2 to go at the line. You don't need to finish any better. This race is going to pan out the way it's going to pan out. It seems like there's a lot more just up in the air with these dirt races here.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, Anthony Navarro is trying to see if he can't up in Tyler Dalton. He is working over that tailgate, and it's a party back there so far. Look at that move. He's got it all kicked out sideways, putting a slider out of the turn, crossing the line this time by Heat Race 3. Anthony's going to the inside. Slide job move. That was beautifully done. Crossover with a do-si-do, though. Tyler says not today. He took the spot right back.
Whew, some crazy racing here. Look at the 21 go. He is into the 19. Oh, boy.
Boy, I tell you what, CJ Alder 21 machine there, Nick Cohan tried to send it on the inside to see if he can't get under the final laps, but it's going to go to Brian Macklin. Cohan's going to take that spot over Anthony. He sent that thing down. That pulls us up here to the B main here tonight. If I say, I know you said you was kind of new to dirt. I love it, man. I love dirt. I would probably broadcast dirt every day of the week. Kind of enjoy it. I don't know. It just, like I say, I've got several races we do here throughout the week, and you can kind of tell in my voice I get a little bit more jittery and excited, man, when we're on dirt track.
All right. So right now, yeah, I can tell that you're getting excited by it. I'm just sort of trying to follow along and make sure I'm not missing anything here. So
well, it's fast paced.
Everyone here is going to advance.
Well, and what happens here, and here's the thing, is on Eldora with a truck race, obviously there wasn't enough entry to it. Now, iRacing still is going to make them go through the heats, make them go through the B consolation. Normally, and in bigger style dirt races, that's the biggest thing between ovals. You can have 60, 80 people show up to a dirt race. Obviously, all 60, 80 of them are not going to make it to the feature. Usually, they wind them down to 25, 30 drivers. I believe in the trucks, though, and you know, I've never really watched much of the truck dirt race, but I do believe they do have 40 car fields, 40 truck fields. So it's kind of different than what you would see in a normal 360 late model, where it would usually only be like a 25 car field or 30 car field, so to speak, something like that. Not as big, but the reason being here tonight, obviously, yeah, they're going to run through the normal heats, the normal constellation. It was planning on 6 heats if it had been enough, but again, yeah, it's still pretty much everybody's going to advance though, this is kind of free practice for a lot of these guys. See what you got. See how that truck handles. What kind of slide move are you going to put in? Because that's key here, Jeff, is the slider. You've got to time that thing right. You don't time it right. Talk about that little word, momentum. You can lose it. Green flag. We're racing at Eldora here. And Chad Coleman, he gets slung out top. They're 3 wide throughout the field coming out of the turn. Man, they're hammering down.
Everybody, oh, there goes the 38. Chad Coleman saves it. Now up top, you see the 34. The 2 and the 07 are battling it for 3rd place. It's starting to get crazy, but that 34 car is now out front. He's running the top line, Robert Harley. But down on the bottom is Chad Coleman. We haven't seen too many people down there on the bottom. But he's trying to make it work, but it seems like the high line is the strong one here.
Trying to bring in that groove down low, see if he can't maybe get something later on in the night. Like I say, it's test time right now. Chad Coleman, he is working that low curve down there. It's kind of like a bottom side cushion. Up top, you see him, Doey Woods. He is slapping the wall. He's flapping in the wind, but he's got company there with Matt. Look at on the inside, see if he can't put the slider on him. Oh, Doey up against the wall again. Matt's not able to get up there and get around him at the moment. Got some good battling going in the back of the field, though. Thomas O'Leary, Joey Katina, Gael Brooks, and company. They're 2 and 3 wide. Oh, car around. Man, I told you they was back there and they was about to beat each other half to death.
Oh, they're barely holding on to it. They're barely holding on to it up front. All around, these guys are getting crazy.
Absolutely, man. Just swinging these trucks for everything they're worth. Man, 3,400-pound monsters out here of the dirt. Battle up front. Robert Harley has still got the lead. He is riding that wall and the cushion up there. Here comes Matt, though. Look at that. What a move up top to take over second over Doey Woods. Doey's there behind him. Again, Scott Stencil. Boy, we heard that name. He's no... what's the word I'm looking for? He knows this quite
Rookie?
well. Rookie, there you go. Rookie at the dirt. He definitely's run these races probably before in real life. But right now, he's trucking that thing up in the 4th. Look at him slide it up there on that top side cushion. Good move so far as he's running in 4th.
Really great moves there for Scott Zenzels. He's clicking that right rear right up against the wall, but not losing any speed. I mean, he's as high as it can go up there at the top of the track, and Chad Coleman's trying to follow him, and he's struggling. He's sideways, and he holds on to it.
That is what you want to do there, man. I tell you, that is a perfect line around here. You want to get that truck up there. Sometimes, man, rim ride this top side wall a little bit. They call that the cushion. A lot of guys call it a wicked style cushion because that's what these guys get up there. It actually sends that truck off at the turn. Sometimes, most of the time, it's the best way around, but you do see the slide job maneuver on the inside. Chad Cole's trying to make that move work. He's trying to get a dive on the inside. It's not sticking down low. Might see it later on in the feature here, but for the moment, Scott Stencil's utilizing that high lane, and he is flapping that back in off the top wall, just getting him a little bit more traction and setting that truck up coming off.
And like you said, it's like a practice session for these guys out here. They're seeing what they can do, what works, what doesn't. They all know they're going to make it into the feature event, so you might as well have a little fun. Try out some different lines. And Chad Coleman, he can make this bottom work. And as I say that, he goes around, manages to keep it going, but he's going to lose a lot of speed.
Man, that just happens right there. So easy. You're out here on the dirt. The things get slipping and sliding and just go all the way. And it just did one thing you know. You're going straight. Next thing you know, you're turning around looking the other way. Hey, it happens in the real world. It happens on the virtual side of it. Chad Coleman fell back to 8th place right now, but he is up there scraping that wall as we're getting close here. We got a couple more laps to go. Robert Harley up front leading it. Matt Maria, I don't know how to say his last name. You got any clue on that one there, Jeff?
Mara? I'd say Mara or Mara.
Mara.
I'm going to go with Mara.
I'm going to tell you right now, Matt's going to see if he can't. For some reason, Robert drove down low. I think he's testing the waters down there. Matt says, you know what, I'm comfortable up high. He's able to drive that thing off the turn for the moment. He's up top. Let's see if he's able to get the lead. This is a battle up front for these two.
The outside line has a longer way to go around, but they've also got the ability to carry more speed. Let's see what they've got here coming to the end. Looks like Matt, Mara is doing a great job up front, but he's still got to run down Robert Harley, who pulled away by quite a bit there.
Absolutely. Robert is out front slinging mud out here on Eldora Speedway for the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series. Checkered flag in the air. Robert Harley's going to win the B main. We're going to go into a little bit of warm up here. Give us the time to cool down. Give them about 3 minutes to these guys to get out here and wine and dine the track a little bit. Congratulations to all the winners throughout the heat. That'll send us into our feature here. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in a few. All right, folks, we're off the warm-up here. We're back. We're getting set. 85 laps going to be on the board here tonight. Let's throw up the grid here right fast and let's get a rundown on some of these guys who are going to make the pace here. The man on pole, Justin Fuller. Ryan Howard's going to start outside. Brian Macklin there in third. Daniel Falkenham in the fourth. Kevin Brown in the fifth. Tyler Dalton 6th. E.J. O'Rourke there in 7th. Treyetz in the 8th. Nick Cohan in the 9th. And around the top 10 is Brian Cook. So look through the rest of it here. Man, I tell you, like I said, Jeff, dirt track racing. Throw a little mud on you. A little dirt never hurt anybody. We about to get dirty tonight here and be fast. paced, and we ain't said this in a while, but it's definitely gonna be a kick-ass race.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great night of racing here in the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series. 85 laps, it sounds like a lot, but Joe, you've reassured me off the air that is not a long time at all here, even with the caution. So we'll have to see.
Nah. Well, you've got to realize too on a short track, and here's the thing with dirt track racing. Like I said, it's, there is no strategy here. There should be no fuel mileage, tire wears, or anything like that be played involved. From my understanding, there will be no pit stops going on in this one. Again, could be wrong, because most of the races I do are only 25, 30 laps, and they're with the wing sprints and late models, and these are trucks. But my understanding, they go a lot more than 85 laps in the real world here on Eldora, and I do not think that they pit whatsoever, and so forth. So yeah, it is dirt track racing. Next, it's going to happen because these guys are going to just lean on each other. Pace trucks in. We're dirt track racing at Eldora, kick-ass beef jerky style here. And out front, Justin Fuller. Well, this is his kind of race. Powerhouse, hammer down, just go flat out. They're already 3 and 4 wide, mixed up pack in the back here. Look at these guys fan out here at Eldora.
Look at Daniel Falkingham doing a great job up there on the top. He's been really strong on the asphalt oval side, but now doing a really great job here. He's actually running down Justin Fuller. But just like you said, this is Justin Fuller's wheelhouse. Let's see what he's able to do. He's got a decent lead. He's going down to the middle. Most guys have been running up near the top. Right now, lap 2, and he's looking strong. Got
to feel it out. Mid-pack back here, about 8th, 9th, 10th on back. These guys are getting it done. 2 and 3 wide. Nick Cohan's down low. Anthony DeBarro's there in the mix. You got Brian Boris Cook there. Matt's another one who had a fast machine in some of the heats. And the B main, E.J. O'Rourke, Timothy Johnson. But look at this stagger of machines. Like I said, with these trucks, you're able to get up there, rub a little paint, kind of just beat on each other, kind of lean on each other going into the turns. You'll see a lot of slide jobs being thrown here tonight. But Justin Fuller, I feel like this is his wheelhouse. Still a huge battle going on mid-pack.
A lot of battle in mid-pack. I've still got my eyes up front, though. I want to see if Falkingham can run down Justin Fuller. I think he's got the talent to do it. Let's see if he's got the speed in the truck to do it. You can already see a little bit of right rear damage to Justin Fuller. That's from clicking the outside wall. Just barely caught the fence like Falkingham just did. Did a little bit of damage. Not too bad at all, though. He'll be fine.
Yeah, like we said, man, they're going to get up there and they'll slap that wall. These trucks will not look pretty, look like aftermath of a Martinsville race, but yet we're on the dirt track here, way up there on that top side cushion. You see Daniel Falkingham riding, and he's just rimming it up there, trying to see if he can't run down. And man, he's going, look, Justin, we got yellow flag out, but you're throwing a lot of dirt on my truck, making it dirty. Yellow flag, it's a huge one back here. Looks like Waverly, first man involved in that one. I can see. I can see here in the backside. Richard Swavely was involved. Oh, they were 2 and 3 wide back here. I mean, it was just a traffic jam on the dirt. Oh, Doey Woods came down, clocked him, and then from there it just sent a chain reaction. Go on Doey Woods because he was one of the main guys involved. Look at the parking lot there, Jeff. Watch it one more time here. Did you see it? That's just how fast it happens here on the dirt track. Next thing you know, like I said, you're trying to hold that truck sideways, and then now you're looking at the hot dog stand from inside going, wait a minute, how did that work?
Well, it doesn't look like it worked out too well. Some drivers caught up in that wreck there, but caution laps do count here, so they are still clicking them off. We are about 10% of the way through this race already.
Yeah.
It is going by quick. So now if you're one of the drivers and you're watching how fast these laps are clicking off, you're starting to say to yourself, all right, when do I need to start pushing? And I would say around lap 50 at the latest is when you need to start working your way towards the front. If you're outside the top 10, there's not a lot of time here, and the cautions are quick.
Yeah, just watch this replay kind of slow mowing it down a little bit for everybody here. You see Doey Woods thread the needle 3 wide there. Timothy Johnson got a little bit off kilter, and then Doey came down, and they made contact from there. The next thing you know, Doey Woods got in the back of Timothy Johnson. and then it was just a parking lot from that point.
Well,
Told you this, man, it's a fast pace. Folks, as I always say here, Jeff, on dirt track racing, and this is a new term, you'll like this one. If you blink, the race is over. If you go into the other room, we're into next week already.
oh yeah. Well, I don't know if we're gonna make it all the way up into next week. I think some drivers are already preparing for next week, because I think some nights might be over already.
Yeah, unfortunately, and that's just how it goes here on the dirt track of Eldora. The fame track here, too. Have a lot of great races, and if you've lived under a mountain or something for most of your life, or you just don't follow NASCAR, let's add that one. Eldora is owned by Tony Stewart, and if you definitely don't know who that is, I don't know what to do for you. Really don't. Read a book. That's about all I can tell you, because the man, two-time champ in NASCAR, obviously retired now, is having fun in life, but he's owned Eldora for the longest time, and they have a lot of great races here, and this is one of the known races throughout the year, the truck series, dirt trucks race that they have at Eldora every year for the truck series in real life. So I don't know if they're going to make it this year or not. I'd be curious. I've not heard any word of anybody out there listening. Maybe know. Let me know. The real race at Eldora, is it going to take place this year as we're getting set to go back green? Justin Fuller, this is his kind of wheelhouse here. He can just hammer down and go, and he does. Green flag back at it. And Daniel Falkenham doing anything with him, though. He was trying to truck him down, but look at that. Falkenham's got Trey Edson, man, pushing and shoving on the inside. He's also got, man, looks like Jurassic Park behind him, and Brian Boris Cook there saying, hey, get out the way, I'm coming through.
Oh yeah, hard race for second place, and now Trey Edson up on the outside's got the 63. He's falling back. Now it's a battle for third. Falkenham is clear, but they are still battling side by side for third. It seems like the outside is strongest here so far.
And right along the inside here with Anthony DeBarro, you can see him just wheeling that thing around. You'll be a tired monkey by the time this race is over with as you get done. As right now, Anthony DeBarro is definitely doing everything he can in sixth place, wheeling it up there in the top of the cushion. Everybody's up there on the top side lane. That's the place to be. You want to get up there, you want to lean that rear end on it just a little bit, maybe help that thing rotate all the way through the turn. Kind of a cheat card, I'm gonna say. It helps the truck stay stable when they get that back rear end right there near the wall.
You're right. It certainly does help out quite a lot as we're under caution once again.
What happened here is looks like Thomas O'Leary involved in this one. Let's go back here and see what happened to Thomas. Just how fast, man, a lot of this is. And Thomas, just got clobbered. And inside wall. 08 machine's done. Bam. It's over with. Folks, I tell you what, if you don't get your dirt filled tonight, check out OSR Network tomorrow night here online, simracingnetwork.com. We got G-Force Racing League, dirt track. We got super late models and street stocks tomorrow night, but we got to get past Eldora here for the KickAssBeef Jerky Truck Series here on the dirt track tonight with trucks, man. And so far, this is what Justin Fuller wants to see. He's like, look, keep feeding me these cautions. I'll keep, man, taking off and doing what I need to do. Because, like I said, all he's got to do is just hammer down.
That seems to be how to get around the dirt tracks here. You just keep this pedal to the metal, you lift so you don't hit the wall, and even if you do hit the wall sometimes, that's it's okay. Works itself out. I mean, really, like, yeah, it does. You see guys bumping the wall here, and that's all you got to do.
Well, you know, it's a new form of racing, and Jeff, I know you love those SK modifieds and all. This is a whole different world of different than what we're used to seeing here on the truck series anyway. So the asphalt side, because when you bring it to dirt, it's just flat out racing. A lot of skill involved to keep these things from spinning out. I mean, a little drifting going on, but yeah, they're utilizing that top cushion there with the wall to keep that truck kind of stable and in line. You can see it. Robert Hartley out there said he's got his work cut out for him. Fortunately, right now, Robert out of this one here tonight. Got caught up in a wreck, but green flag's out. Justin Fuller again, the man, drops that hammer on it, and he's gone. But Trietson, he has been working over Daniel Falkenham all race. Look at Brian Boers-Cook there, along with Anthony DeBarro and company. Man, I don't know who's going to get it here. Daniel Falkenham is in trouble. Yeah.
He's in the middle of 3 wide, and then DeBarro backed off, and now he's making the bottom work. He's side by side with Edson, but he's not going to be able to get a good run off. Still 3 wide, now in the middle, meeting the sandwich. He manages to keep it clean. He's trying to work his way into the top lane. Kevin Brown gives him a shove, but he manages to kind of sort of keep that thing straight. He's fighting the wheel. Anthony DeBarro still struggling on the inside. Caution's out.
Wow, right there, as you just saw, those guys had to clamber around a little bit. Happened with Kevin Brown and company back there. Unfortunately, Joey Catino involved, but just like that, you saw old Kevin down up there kind of pushing and shoving. You'll see a lot of that. Look at this, E.J. O'Rourke. He's been quiet, moved up to 6. Don't count him out. He could get up here and probably, man, get dirty with the best of them here tonight. Justin Fuller's the man up front so far. Up, Tim, how you doing out there, man? I tell you, it's a dirt track racing. Like what you see, hit a like, hit a share. Definitely, I know the league out there would love it. You know, everything sounds and looks to you out there. And, whew, I know a bunch of drivers are watching. Y'all need to like and share. It's y'all's league. Y'all got to get that name out there for these people. Come on now. Help us out here. You know, help Jeff out. He needs all the help he can get.
Yeah, you're right. I am drowning. I am so far out of my element. Like, this is dirt race. Why dirt?
Yeah, why dirt? Well, I'll tell you what,
we're gonna race on gravel next. We're gonna be pelting the audience with little rocks.
Well, I'll tell you what, hey, it would bring new meaning to, you better wear a face shield. That's what I'm saying. come to the racetrack with body armor if that one happened.
I was going to say, you need a full suit of armor.
Absolutely. You know, and I get it there too, because, you know, when I first did it, and I'll admit, there's a lot of things I'm learning still on dirt. I've done so many now. With you know, great places like the VLR, obviously G-Force Racing. I've done it with the virtual reality, just to name a few. And several other leagues, but I've done several dirt. When I first started, I was like, what's a cushion? What are these guys doing?
Don't they usually call it the cush?
They call it the cushion. That's what the top side is up there against the wall. You see them up there riding.
Right.
A lot of guys, they refer to it as a wicked cushion. But I think that's just a form of one of the brands that's out there. Most of it is the cushions up top. They throw the sliders down low. Kind of synchronized sliding is what you're seeing right now between what Brian Boers-Cook, Anthony DeBarro, Nick Cohan and them are doing. They coined that as, like you say, a synchronized style slide here. And then obviously you have your slide job, which is somebody that would take it down low, send it into the turn, and be able to make that pass and hold it. But then I throw a little bit more onto it, and I call it the do-si-do. Caution's out. Chad Coleman is the man involved with that one, unfortunately. Well, he was back there in a cluster. Oh, and he just got nailed by the 30 and punched the inside wall. You know, with dirt here too, Jeff, you're so far out of control. It doesn't take much to send one of these trucks around here. That's another thing. Some guys love being out of control. That's why we're talking about Justin Fuller. We see him week in and week out. Justin Fuller, I mean, you know and I know, he loves running wide open. I mean, we've always said he's got one speed, and that's go fast. And this kind of racing here, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right up his alley. Out of control, right on the edge of your seat. Takes a lot of skill to drive these cars and keep them going straight. That's right up his wheelhouse.
Oh, absolutely. So, get set to go back green here. Lap 30 of 85 here at Eldora tonight with the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky. Well, what do you think about the dirt racing so far? I mean, what you take on? I know you say you kind of had your wheelhouse on.
I think there's a lot of cautions.
Well,
no, when they're
I
when they're
mean-
running, this is real. This is really enjoyable. I do like seeing these trucks out here on the dirt. I love running these trucks in general and watching these trucks every Wednesday night. But man, when you put them on dirt, it is a whole new element here. It's
And
awesome.
it is, and in the defense of a lot of guys, we do know a lot of these guys are more asphalt racers. This is a fun race to get out here and just run. It is a points race now. Don't get me wrong. That's why a lot of these guys are like, okay, yeah, we're going to run it. I'm not very good, but we're definitely going to run it. And just to get the points, some guys opt to take it as their off week. Still, Justin Fuller out front. And you see a clamor of machines back here, though, beating and banging on each other. Nick Cohan, Kevin Brown, Brian Macklin. Kevin Brown's around. Oh, he got Twinkie-fied. Remember, he used to be in a Twinkie car?
Whew,
That
not
didn't look good
anymore.
on his Twitch stream. Well, I don't know. It might have looked good on his Twitch stream. I like the dirt stuff, though. Man. Like I say, it's fast and furious and don't take anything away. And a lot of these guys knew coming in here this was just going to be like a Hail Mary style race here for them. They were like, we're just going to send it, see if we can't win.
That's what it's all about. You just send it. You just gotta send it.
Yeah. How y'all doing out there? Hey, everybody. Good one here. Eldora. Speedway. Trucks. Kick-ass beef jerky. I wouldn't advise eating any beef jerky. Definitely want some good ones. Go to kickassbeefjerky.com. You see down there at the bottom of the screen. Type in the code Sim500 to get 19% off your order, folks. Check it out. I've had some awesome stuff. Really enjoy it. Right now, Justin Fuller's the man up front. He's got Trey Edson in the kick-ass beef jerky truck there behind him. Trey's been right there a lot.
Yeah, he really has. Trey Edson has been doing a great job this race, if I can speak English. But Brian Boris Cook as well. He's just waiting for his opportunity to strike Justin Fuller, though. He's led every lap so far. 36 laps in. Let's see if we can get any more.
Absolutely. Here we go. Pace car's about to fly. Well, excuse me. You see
It
that?
is?
Yeah.
Wow! Oh, there was a caution right away.
There you go. That's a new saying for you. We're about to go flying racing. The pace car's going to fly. But
Pace car's gonna fly.
oh, looks like old Tyler Dalton involved in that one. Let's go back up. Look right fast. That's the one thing about dirt racing, man. I get kind of excited. My tongue gets about as twisted as these guys are going sideways. So watch this replay here with Tyler Dalton as he starts off. He was up front too. Don't know exactly what might have happened. It started right after Pace Truck decided it was going to take off. And we see Tyler Dalton, green flag flies. Looks like Nick Cohan checked up. I'm not. It's kind of strange right there because the caution flew first. Huh. But a good one though.
Yeah, it certainly has. I'm excited to see some green flag racing here for these guys.
Yeah, it's dirt racing. They'll get through the field here. They knew it was going to be kind of treacherous out here, tonight. So sometimes you have some good clean ones, and even the pro drivers out here have trouble on dirt. All right, here we go. Brooks lined up. He's out. Oh, Justin Fuller says, I'm gone. Drops that hammer.
Yeah,
Out.
he's gone. Now Anthony DeBarro is going to try and slide job Trey Edson. They're side by side for second, but Trey Edson could have a run at the lead here if he can keep running his top line. He might be able to get around Justin Fuller, but Fuller moves back up to the top. hits the wall, but manages to keep it going. DeBarro up at the wall too. Brian Boris Cook down there at the bottom. Daniel Falkingham trying to make a slide job happen.
Yeah, it is. Daniel Falkenham's back up there. He's going to see if he can throw the slide move on him. He is trying, but he's got help down low too there in the form of, it looks like, the 41 of E.J. O'Rourke. He is out of nowhere there on the bottom. So far, 3 wide. You can have a lot of damage here. Like I said, oh, E.J. loses it. Pounds the inside wall. Done. We watched that one. He just couldn't hold on to it.
Wow. E.J. O'Rourke in the ARCA cars last season, he was doing a fantastic job. This year, he just has struggled to catch a break.
Yes, no doubt. He was doing pretty good there for a minute. Well, folks, who's y'all's favorite drivers out there? Who you rooting for? Who you pulling for? I don't want to jinx him, but right now, Justin Fuller looks like the man on the dirt here. Brian Boris Cook, hats off to him. Man's the social media guru for Joe Gibbs Racing. Does an outstanding job for those guys. He's up the 4th. Anthony DeBarro there in 3rd. Trey in the 2nd. Nick Cohan has been able to keep that mashed up can of a truck up to 5th so far. Daniel Falkenham still fighting there in 6th. Tyler Dalton back still at 7th. Brian Macklin at 8th. Doey Woods at 9th. And Scott Stencil cracking that top 10 right now. Who's your favorite driver?
Oh, am I allowed to play favorites? I like Trey Edson. I think he's...
We can jinx somebody. It don't matter.
Oh, did I just jinx Trey? Shoot.
I don't know.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You made me do this.
Yeah.
So if anything goes bad, Trey, it's not my fault.
Jeff's fault, Trey.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Wreck, Jeff's fault. Out. That's it. Pace truck's about to drop off. Here we go. Drops off in the pit road, and Justin Fuller's been the man pretty much all race long. He's loving it. And Trey Edson's been there, though. Trey gets another good jump here. He's trying that top lane. I think the top side is where you want to be. Some guys have traveled down low to see if they can't make it get it to work. I think they're going to need a lot of some green flag runs. And again, this race, a lot of these guys are just out of their wheelhouse with it. I mean, look at it. It's like a short track race on dirt. These trucks out here look like they've been in demolition derby so far. Uh-oh, Randy Yoakum, Kevin
Half of
Brown.
them have been in demolition derbies.
Yeah. The Randy Yoakum, Kevin Brown back here.
The 2 car just got into him and spun him around. And
Yeah.
wow, you want to talk about cars flying?
I saw that. Oh,
Kevin Brown.
see, Kevin needed to be in a Twinkie truck, and we could have saw a flying Twinkie. I'm telling you, he needs to
That
bring
man
back
went
the
into
Twinkie
orbit.
truck. He did. That's
He
iRacing.
almost cleared the fence. Kevin Brown almost cleared
Told you
the
there
fence.
was flying cars and trucks going on here at the race. See,
Yeah,
you see everything
really.
in dirt. Everything in dirt.
Oh, man.
Gotta love it. I make it exciting, man. Justin Fuller's the man that loves it. Here tonight with the KickAssBeef Jerky Truck Series here at Eldora. Oh, good run so far. I like doing dirt track racing. Dude, just in-your-face excitement. Anybody got any other dirt track league they want done, hit me up. Do some awesome ones on Monday and Thursday. I enjoy those. There's a G-Force Racing League. Great league there.
So, Joe, we were doing a race last night.
Hmm?
Did you end up watching Hamilton today?
No, I did 2 races last night. I wasn't watching no Hamilton. Sleep.
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
I'm sure the people out there in the comments can attest.
I'm gonna probably just go ahead and break it down to you and say that probably won't run across my TV anytime soon. I'll just go ahead and let you know, just be frank about it. Hey, green flag, we're racing back at Eldora. I might see the highlights of the trailer. Eldora back here, Justin Fuller. He's been the man out front. Trey Edson's right there. And look at this, Anthony Navarro lurking in the weeds, though. Trying to see what he can get. Good battle going on here around about 4th, 5th, and 6th place spot. Brian Boris Cook, Daniel Falkenham. They're trying to see if they can't get that low line to shake up a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm looking at this battle here for 2nd place. I think Anthony Navarro, Brian Boris Cook might have something for Trey Edson, because right now nobody really seems to be able to get up to Justin Fuller. He's run the top line so well. Anthony Navarro now down on the bottom, not going to be able to get clear. Trey Edson goes back up to the top. He's going to get ready to reload and go at it again here soon.
Well, right now, Justin Fuller's proven that he is the king of dirt here in the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series, because he is owning this place right now. Trey Edson gets up there, slaps the wall. Anthony Navarro's down low, says, do that one more time. I'm going to come up in here and put the slide job city on you and see if I can't get around you. Brian Boris Cook is there. These guys are definitely digging. You see that front end, every time they go into the turn, boy, how it just digs into the dirt. I mean, that's just a good shot right there to show you. And they just throw. I mean, it almost pits the dirt with that front end of splitter.
Oh, yeah. These drivers are giving it everything they've got in every single turn. They're up there bumping the wall now, it seems. The whole top 3, they're all getting into the wall every single turn. They are driving it as hard as they can. Look at this. Every single turn, they're hitting the wall.
Trying to keep that thing every bit of straight that they possibly can, going and rotating through the turn up there on that cushion. Nick Cohan trying to move it up there, a little bit split out here for the top 7 or 8. Go back here a little further, around about 10th, 11th place spot. You got side by side Scott Stencil's there, along with old Matt up top behind him. EJ O'Rourke is in the middle, though. He's throwing the moves on him. Down low comes Timothy Johnson's up top. Well, look at EJ. Slings that thing in there hard.
Woo! He is driving the wheels off that thing, but somebody way out front by 1.5 seconds is Justin Fuller. He's
King
off in
of
his own. Yeah, he's in his own dimension at this point. Trey Edson, Anthony Navarro, Brian Boris Cook all battling. Then a little further back, you got Nick Cohan. Another 0.5 second back from that is Joy Woods. Second back from him is Brian Macklin. Daniel Falkingham has fallen all the way to 8th. He just got up into the wall pretty hard, but Justin Fuller off on his own right now, on his own little adventure.
Best racing going on around about 10th place on back spots. You got Scott Stencil, Matt right there along with him. Thomas O'Leary's down low trying to put a slide move on Timothy Johnson. Let's see if he can't get it complete. Scott Stencil's putting a slide job there on the A18 machine of Tyler Dalton. He got it completed. Made that thing look good. That's textbook slide job right there. Gotta love it.
Caution's out.
Uh-oh. Who we got? Paul Moran. Oh, he just got that thing all kind of loose, spun it around. Good 360 there. And he just got punted. He was like, man, I'm going straight. Next thing I know, I get nailed in the back. It's been all Justin Fuller's world here at Eldora tonight for the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series. Remember, he was the first man to win in the Fords here in the Sim500, in the trucks that is. Can he do it again tonight? Oh, just goes fast and furious, man. Ain't gonna be no falling asleep during this.
20 laps to go here for these guys. It's gonna be a good run to the end.
Oh yeah, I mean this is where you think, you say, hey look, I got nothing to lose. It is time to go. Gotta make it happen. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a good run to the end here. I think Trey Edson might have something for Justin Fuller, but if anyone is going to have anything for Justin Fuller, it's going to be Trey Edson. But, man, Justin is just so quick.
Oh, Justin's been on the dime here tonight, but boy, look at Trey right there, and Anthony Navarro sends it down on the inside. 3 wide through the second place, though. Nick Cohen's trying it, didn't be able to complete it. Look at that, boy, they're pounding off the wall up there.
Yeah, look at this. You want action, you want drama. Look for where Anthony Navarro is. He's always trying to make something happen. Down here with the slide job, caution's out.
Tyler Dalton involved in that one, but boy, I tell you what, Brian Boris Cook was shoving Trey Edson there. He looked like a T-Rex about to eat the back end of that truck. Well, unfortunately, right there, Tyler Dalton. Night's probably done. That truck is smoking like a weed eater. Got hit in the back and the front. Anthony Navarro, though, moves up in the second. Does he have anything for Justin Fuller? And don't put it past anyone here, Jeff. You know, bump and run can play into this style racing. I mean, you can get up there and just lean on your partner a little bit.
Yeah, you can definitely make something happen. And if anyone's going to pull a move like that and put the bumper to somebody else here at the end with under 20 to go now, it's going to be Anthony Navarro. I said a second ago, if you want action, just look for where that 27 truck is. He's always making something happen.
Oh, absolutely is. And right now, definitely a very, very good run as we see, for the moment, Justin Fuller leading it. He has led pretty much the whole entire thing here tonight. I say he's been the king here at the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series and the dirt of Eldora. The king of dirt right now, Justin Fuller. Lights off face truck. Dirt track racing again.
Getting ready for the pace car to fly. I can't wait to see it with my own 2 eyes. Justin Fuller jumps out front. Anthony Navarro doesn't get as good as a jump as he needed. What's he going to be able to do? He's going to dive it down to the bottom here. Fuller up top. Doesn't hit the wall. It's a great run through the top. Navarro clear into the wall on corner exit. 3 wide. He's up top. Caution's out.
Caution's out. I want to tell you what, Brian Boris Cook, man, almost tried to be like Godzilla and take both of those trucks out up there. That was awesome. Go back on the replay here and look. Daniel Falkenham, I know, was involved in this one. See, I don't know. I don't think he was the one that actually started it. I think Gael might have been that, but we'll see. I know Falkenham and Dowie Woods were involved. They were 3 wide back there. And they were going into the turn. Falkenham's down low. That truck just not rotate through the turn. He's still 3 wide. Oh, he gets a little bit sideways there. Oh, they were 4 wide. Oh, Dowie Woods got loose and Daniel nowhere to go. They were 4 wide back there.
I love dirt track racing. See, if we said that at any other track, it would be major issues. But you can make it work here.
Yes, absolutely. And you will see it. You will see these guys go 2, 3, 4 wide. And, you know, just kind of sling them things in there. Like you said, it'll make it work.
A lot of things here on dirt that you can pull. A lot more slide jobs here that might not work over on the oval side. I'll say that much. You can pull a lot more here than you can on the asphalt oval side.
Oh, yeah. As long as you can control that truck and drive the wheels off of it, you're good to go. Oh, getting set here. It's going to line them back up. It's another good thing, man. Like I say, the cautions, they go by really quick here on the dirt side. Only about 2 or 3 laps is what you end up with. But Justin Fuller back at it again. Green flag. Brian Boris Cook down low on this one. Anthony Navarro's right there. Look out. Here we go with another 2 or 3 wide behind him. Justin Fuller's got pressure. Anthony Navarro tries to throw the slider. It didn't stick. He's going to leave the outside open there to Trey Edson. Edson's going to see if he can't take it. Yep. He bounces it off. We've seen that work. Look at that drive off the turn, though.
Wow, he got the perfect corner exit. And what a run through the corner for Edson there. Now he's got second place again, I think.
Don Runkle Jr. Fortunately around. Go back on the replay in the 00 Mission 22 machine. And right now he's probably thinking that's Mission Impossible. It's dirt track racing, and it's one of those tracks where it's like, anything and everything can go wrong very quickly. See what happens to him here. Down low. And just got tapped a little bit from behind by the Pink Panther. You know who the Pink Panther is, right, Jeff?
Yeah, I know the Pink Panther.
Well, I didn't know if he was that young or what.
I'm almost 22 years old, Joe. I wasn't born last night. I know the Pink Panther.
I'm just checking, making sure. You know, all right. You never know. New times.
Times are changing. You're right.
Well, one of the biggest things changing right now is we're going to have less than 10 to go here at Eldora for the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series, and it's been Justin Fuller. The man out front has owned this place, and I don't know if any of these guys have figured out a way to try to run him down and get around him. You know, Anthony Navarro was one of the closest, but so far it's been all Fuller up front.
Yeah, he's been just unstoppable. Now Trey Edson's going to be down there on the bottom. Here's Nick Cohan up front as well. The 30, Brian Macklin has worked his way up to the front as well. This is going to be interesting. We're seeing some names up here that we haven't seen before. Going to be 8 laps to go at the line for these drivers once the pace car takes off and flies.
That's right. Takes off and flies. We'll do that one. Back to the future. Here we go. Pace truck's in. Fuller gets another good jump. Trey Edson's going to try, but he's just not going to be there enough. He's going to have to really move that thing in there, but he's moving up the track to see if he can't block Cohan, who's going to try to see if he can't take the high lane there. They got into each other. Put him in the wall. They're still scraping on each other, 3 wide behind them.
They are beating, they're banging, they're bumping the wall. Trey Edson lost a lot of spots. He gets into the back of Brian Bour's Cook. He saves it. What a great save there by the 63. Now he is trying to work the outside. He's trying to chase. Brian Macklin goes around.
Oh, he held on to it.
He held on to it. Wow. Now Nick Cohan is up front. He's sitting in second, I think?
Yeah.
He's sitting
Nick
in
Cohan,
second.
I'll tell you, that's awesome.
Third. And Trey Edson sitting now in 4th place. What a shakeup towards the front.
It is, and I tell you what, Nick Cohan has just had, he went to the back, went to the front, caution out, unfortunately, right here. That's going to be Robert Haley. Oh, man, he has not had the night he's wanted. Go back on the replay and see. That's the Pink Panther machine, the one I was telling you about before. I can't remember how the theme song went. That's right. Do-do-do-do. That's right, yeah.
For Back to the Future?
No, Pink Panther.
Is that it?
Yeah. Look it up. I mean,
don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Pink Panther.
I don't think that's the Pink Panther.
Yeah, that's the Pink Panther, man.
Dun,
Look it up.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, that's it, right there.
Yeah, that's completely different than what you were saying.
No, it's not. It's the same thing. It's just...
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Lord of mercy. Captain Technical up here. Good night. Look, all right. Here's a big difference, Jeff. I'm from the South. You're from the North.
Yeah.
The accents are different. The accents are different.
Yeah, okay. Putting a link to it there in the comments. You can go ahead and find it. There you go.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. I tell you what, get set to go back green here. Gonna be 3 to go, and in essence, pretty much, this is. I'm not gonna say this is a green-white checkered because we do have one attempt. But if they make it to the white flag, it's going to be over with no matter what. But if a caution flies, and look at this, Nick Cohan definitely getting up there, and Justin Fuller sends it on the outside. Cohan puts it on the inside slide job. We've seen nobody all night long be able to battle Justin Fuller. Uh-oh.
Here comes Fuller. Fuller nails him. Drills
Yeah.
the bounces off Boris Cook. Keeps it going straight.
You
What in
kidding
the world?
me?
Anthony DeVaro to the lead.
Oh, man, Brian
Here
Boris
comes
cooks around.
Fuller.
White
Here comes
flag's
Fuller.
out.
Here comes Fuller.
Check it
Fuller's
out.
got the lead.
Jeff, this no caution's going to be here. This is for the race. Out of turn number
There goes
3.
DeVaro. Oh, Edson's going to win it.
I don't know.
Edson is going to win this race.
Trey Edson is going to win. No, he's winning it. Nick Cohan.
Oh, my God.
I do not know. We gotta go back on the replay there. Let's go back to the white flag. Holy cow, folks. Let's go back and relive some of this. Because we went from Justin Fuller did not get the start he wanted. Nick Cohan got an awesome jump out front and then just ran him into the wall, tried to put him into the top side there. Came back around here. Nick Cohan was leading at the time. Justin Fuller was just, pretty much tearing up everything. But Trey Edson back here. As the white flag flew, we saw Brian Boris Cook go flying off down the track. Justin Fuller had this race there. He was up top. Anthony DeBarra was there. And look at Trey Edson down here. In the final turn, he saw it up top. But Nick Cohan almost to the line. And I'm going to tell you what. I don't see how, because from that angle, don't see how Nick Cohan did not win that race.
He did win the race.
Did Nick because it's showing?
Yeah, Nick won it. Trey Edson came
because
second.
that's what I'm thinking. Because it's showing Trey Edson's won it.
No, Trey Edson came in second. Nick Cohan won it.
That's what I'm thinking here, because I'm watching the replay here. Let's watch it one more time, folks. I mean, it was to the line. Out of 4, we're going to watch it in slow-mo here. Just watch this. Look at Trey Edson door him at the line. Yeah, right there, he crossed. I mean, definitely, I don't know why the ticker's saying Nick Cohan did not win the race.
I'll tell you what. I came into this, I was a skeptic. Man, we got to do this more often, Joe. This was insane.
I told you, man, this is some wild stuff, man, and on this type stuff here. But let's bring up some of these guys, and woo, I tell you, a wild one there. We'll get calmed down here for a minute. That's kind of how these dirt tracks go, I tell you, folks. Like I said, let's bring it. Nick Cohan. I don't know why the ticker, folks, is showing Trey Edson coming in first. But look at EJ O'Rourke, though. It's showing him coming in
Yeah, he finished in third.
Wow. Well, let's bring old EJ up here and let's get a word with him.
Yeah, okay. For a second, I thought Justin Fuller was in the interview room. I was like, he probably isn't in the mood to talk. But someone that is in the mood to talk, EJ.
I'll tell you what, I'm in the mood.
I was gonna say you were wrecked like 20 laps ago, and then you came home third. What the hell happened?
Well, when you got the drive, the passion, the determination, and the skill to do well, I took this trans service Chevrolet to the front. I'd put a big old chrome horn on the front end of the Chevrolet, we just kept digging.
I guess so. What was the secret to surviving?
I knew if just don't hit the front end because it would kill the motor, and I just knew every other corner. I don't care about this truck, but just try to keep it straight. I just wanted a top 10, and I got P3.
You certainly did. Do you have anyone you want to thank for this third place finish tonight?
Well, I got to thank you guys. I really appreciate everyone, and you and Joe at OSRN for doing this broadcast. I know, it's been like 10 years since the last time we got interviewed, so it's pretty cool to put this trans service Chevrolet up front where it deserves to be. I got to thank Glenn Campbell for putting the decals on the car and helping me get to the track every week. It's pretty cool. Got to thank everyone at Sim500, includes Joey Katina and everybody else, the whole gang over there, for putting this deal on. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. What an amazing race tonight. Congratulations on it. Hopefully this is the moment where your luck sort of turns around. If it takes a dirt race, then it takes a dirt race. But congratulations on that third place finish.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thanks for everything you guys do.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was exciting. EJ coming home in third tonight here. This guy right though, here, man, I thought he had it. I don't know why the ticker's saying that he won, but actually it's Nick Cohan who won. So we're going to bring up Trey Edson in second place, but, and what a race to it here. Let's get a word with him.
Trey, so I'll be honest. Coming into turn 3, when I saw DeBarro and Fuller get into each other and wreck, I yelled on the broadcast, Trey Edson's gonna win it. And coming to the line there, you lost by 0.064 seconds. What's going through your mind when you see those guys? Oh no! Early in the broadcast. Oh, this is Joe. Joe, this is your fault. Yeah, I was made to choose a favorite, and I said, yeah, I think if anyone's got what it takes to beat Justin Fuller here, it's going to be Trey Edson. And then I had to choose somebody, and it was you, and I guess it cursed you here at the end. But what's going through your mind when you see the two guys there wipe each other out, and you've got nothing but, you know, I guess brown dirt in front of you, like nothing in the way?
Yeah, it's kind of the funny thing. I was just talking to Nick. Is like, you say like they're wrecking in front of you. Well, with the way you have to drive these trucks, you got it like you're pitched and you're sliding. So I honestly had no idea they were wrecking. So I had downshifted into third gear into 3 because I was gonna run the bottom and just try to get any kind of drive off I could. And then I'm just kind of, I'm sliding along there, get back in the gas, and I'm like, well, where the heck is DeBarro and Fuller? You're waiting for them to come like clear and with momentum around the top. So I was like, well, hell, I'm just going to put it to the floor in third gear. And it just spun the rear wheels too much. And I was just sitting there struggling to just like, you couldn't get to the start finish line fast enough. And I kind of went in low and the truck kind of just like a slow slide and came off turn 4 wide. And then Nick had his perfectly, pitched and drive off. So that's where I got beat. I can't say I'm like heartbroken because coming into these dirt races every year, I'm like, well, I just kind of want to finish and ride around and just kind of not destroy the truck and get a top 5. But that's 2 years in a row I'm second, so that part sucks when I thought about last year. But that's okay. It's I'm right on that bubble of the points. I had a rough first 5 or 6 races, so I'm right on that 8th, 9th, 10th. Points making the chase deal, so I will gladly take a second at this crazy dirt stuff.
Absolutely. And now I have to ask, who do you have to thank for that second place run here tonight?
I really need to thank Fuller. I feel bad for him because y'all saw, he was the fastest truck all night. We had worked together on the restarts. He had kind of picked the lanes I was in to try to help me get rolling, and especially when I would be on the outside lane because the outside lane was so dominant. I want to thank him a lot. He's him and Nick and Dizzy and DeBarro. They really, we've been tame this year, but for whatever reason last year our team and Dizzy kind of seems to just collide. I guess it's because we're always at the front. And then Monday it just kind of re-escalated with some other teammates. Knock on wood, I've kind of gotten along with Nick and DeBarro this year. So there's been no dust up. So I felt kind of calm right there at the end, surrounded by everyone. I was like, well, we haven't really had issues, so I should be race pretty clean. And that was. Nick apologized for the contact at the start finish line, but man, we're coming to the checkered. I can't be mad at him one bit for driving into me. I would have done the same thing. So just need to thank Joey, thank Nick Silver. I think Casto also has a part in adminning the series. So thank you guys for broadcasting. Always thank KickAssBeef Jerky. And Jason Barham, he wasn't here tonight. I don't know if dirt's just not his thing, but he wasn't here tonight. And always head over to KickAssBeefJerky.com. They've always got some kind of deals, whether it's buy a certain amount and get a certain amount, or free shipping, and some good beef jerky. And it's kind of a underrated, not really known brand, so we're trying to get that out there and get them some good exposure. So guess I'll shut my mouth, let you guys get to the winner and get his golden shovel, and hopefully I get to talk to you guys next week. I've been looking forward to Milwaukee all year long. I'm probably like one of 5 people on the entire service that's one of my favorite tracks. So I don't know how good I'll be. We got some really good dudes in this series, but yeah, since the schedule dropped, I'm so excited we get to run that track. So hopefully I'll have a good show in there and get to speak to you guys next week.
Sounds good, Trey. Have a good one.
Thanks, man. You too.
Well, I tell you what, right there, man, second place guy, Trey. And it was a barn
Awfully
burner
excited
there.
about second place.
Hey, yeah, it was awesome there. This guy out of nowhere, I tell you, pulling it off. Nick Cohen, Joanne the Boost, got a copy.
I got you, Joe.
Man, I'm going to tell you, the truck looks like it's been through a shredder, but you held on out there. Did you have any idea going into 3 that you were going to be able to pull this thing off? And I know my ticker for some reason saying Trey Edson won. I don't know why. We went back and watched slow mo, and obviously you crossed that line. But did you have any idea that you were going to you're basically going to pull this thing off?
Well, I knew, we're not here for points, so I'm going for the win, and that's all I'm shooting for. So I timed to restart real well, and I knew I was going to send it into turn 1. I got to thank Fuller for teaching me how to do slide jobs, because last year at this race, he pulled those same moves on me multiple times and destroyed my truck, and he wrecked me 2 months ago at Lanier in our sprint car series. So I learned how to do the slide jobs through him. So thanks to him for teaching me that. And coming in at 3 and 4, I knew him and DeBar were going to get together. So I just tried to cross it up and go back underneath. And they went into the fence, and me and Trey were just full throttle in third gear, just holding on. And I didn't mean to run into him, but if he was on the inside, I would have expected the same thing. Just coming off turn 4 to the checkered flag at Eldora, man. Got to go for the win, and this thing's all bent up in all 4 corners before even lap 20. So I figured, why not send it on the last lap? What's the difference?
Absolutely, man. Hey, if you ain't gonna, might as well not bring home the fenders on it, but bring home the trophy. And you did tonight. It was an awesome race, and it was wild and exciting. There
I
at
bet
the
that was
end.
fun to watch.
Whew, yeah, it was definitely. It was thrilling, man, to watch that ending race. But you pulled it off here for the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series here at Eldora on the dirt. Anybody you want to thank there, Nick?
Yeah, like I said, just got to thank Justin Fuller, CG Automotive, Dizzy Motorsports, and OSRN, obviously, putting on this broadcast on Wednesday nights, and Sim500, and Kick-Ass Beef Jerky, too.
Hey, man, I tell you what, it definitely was a kick-ass of a race here for the Kick-Ass Beef Jerky Truck Series, and you the man there tonight, Nick Cohan, putting it in victory lane.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, there we go, Jeff. I tell you, does it get any more exciting than that right there?
I really don't think so. I was a bit of a skeptic at the beginning. I was like, well, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. But man, what an amazing ending! What a really fantastic ending, and I had fun calling that. I'm gonna save that replay at the end there and watch that a few more times. That was fun.
Absolutely was. We're going to leave the dirt track here at Eldora. Next week we go short track racing at Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Mile, and that one's going to be definitely a thriller. But until then, everyone, have a good night.